Hi friends, it's Brother Peter with the Sunday Evening Gospel Reflection. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Today's Gospel is from Mark. So this is a reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus departed from there and came to his native place, accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were astonished. They said, "Where did this man get all this? What kind of wisdom has been given him? What mighty deeds are wrought by his hands? Is he not the carpenter, the son of Mary, and the brother of James and Joseph and Judas and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us?" And they took offense at him. Jesus said to them, "A prophet is not without honor, except in his native place, and among his own kin, and in his own house." So he was not able to perform any mighty deed there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. The Gospel of the Lord. Wow, it's hard to go back home. Poor Jesus. So a lot of people, when they reflect on this gospel, in fact, a lot of people, when they reflect on the gospel in general and the different stories in the gospel, always center themselves into the character of Jesus. I think it's sort of interesting to do the exact opposite. So for this gospel, for this gospel, I like to picture myself more as the questioners, those annoying questioners, or those, as Father James Martin has been calling them, those belittling questioners. So in reflecting on this gospel, it is tempting to relate to Jesus being harassed, doubted, and belittled by his hometown questioners. What should I do when I am doubted? How should I handle harassment, etc.? But the longer I hear and read these stories, and the deeper into them I venture spiritually, the greater my inclination to identify with those surrounding Jesus becomes. So today I'm not asking myself, how should I handle being belittled or doubted? But how can I stop doubting the presence of Jesus, of the sacred, in my hometown? In other words, in the here and now. When I was younger, I thought, like many spiritual beginners, that the sacred is experienced in the exotic, the distant, and in well-visited, faraway religious destinations. I remember bringing rosaries home to my fellow volunteers and nurses at a Catholic hospice after returning from the Holy Land. When my friends talked about how blessed I was to have visited the holy places, it occurred to me that in traveling to those holy places, I was actually moving farther away from, not closer to, the sacred presence. I realized that they were closer to Jesus at the hospice bedside than anyone in those dusty, crowded places. Jesus and his brothers and sisters are together in the story. That's not an insignificant detail. Family is sacred, whether it is biological or the chosen family found on the journey. Home is sacred. Mom is most sacred. Loving parents are sacred. The kitchen is a sacred place. Our beloved partners and spouses are sacred. Children are sacred. The elderly are sacred. Those struggling with mental health issues and addictions are sacred. The sick and dying are deeply sacred, as are those who attend to their care and comfort. Our beloved pets are even sacred. And I'm looking at Buddy sitting over here on the sofa. The beautiful earth is sacred, as is every created thing in the universe. So let's open our hearts to this precious reality. We are never distant from the love of Jesus experienced in all good things. We're surrounded by blessings. The sacred place is here, and the sacred moment is now. Let's be here now. Amen. God bless you, everybody. Thank you for joining me for these Sunday Gospel Reflections. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy summer. It's a beautiful sunny week up here in Rochester, wherever you are. I hope the weather is gorgeous. Be blessed. Bring peace to others. Do whatever you can to bring that shalom of Jesus into the world. Be the resurrection. Remember, you and I are the resurrection. It's our job to bring that peace, that shalom into the world now. So anyway, you're doing great. We'll see you next week. Thank you for joining me. God bless.